The top 4 weapons in Roblox Big Paintball. Hey guys, welcome back to another fantastic video from Roblox. This video is going to be about top 4 weapons that are available in Roblox Big Paintball. So let's dive into the video. In Roblox, the big games developed the Big Paintball, which is an FPS war games. For the curious, FPS is the short form of frames per second, which is basically used to measure the frequency. In this war game, killing your enemy players helps the players to unlock the most unique and powerful weapons. In this war game, paintball guns are used against the enemies to kill them. Depending on the gun, it can be slower or faster. The further away the enemy player is, the more bullet drop the player gets. If the player switches to a gun with a faster shooting velocity, one piece of advice is to aim higher, and then there will be a fewer bullet drops. Also, if your enemy player is moving, try to predict the directions in which he is moving, and then try to aim at the positions before he reaches the spot. These are some of the tips to have more kills in the game without dying. Make tons of kills and have a score streak to unlock the weapons the player desires. If the player could kill a certain numbers of enemy players, the players can get a score streak. It is like if you kill 4 enemy players without dying, the players can get a radar. If the players kills 8 enemy players without dying, a sentry gun can be possessed. Simultaneously, for 11 and 80 kills, the players can possess a drone and nuke respectively. Let's look at what these are. Beginning with the radar. Radar requires 4 kills, describing it can be used to locate the enemy players. By killing the enemies, radar is one of the first abilities that's supposed to be unlocked. And quite interestingly enough, sentry is the next one to be opened by kills. After targeting a minimum of 4 enemy players, radar can be unlocked. It can be utilized effectively to find and tag enemy players hidden behind the walls, and it can be activated by clicking the Z key. It is beneficial in classic games where the enemy players may conceal in the bridges or behind the walls. Every player is marked with the purple diamonds. The main goal of players to use radar is to show all the positions of enemy players simultaneously. If the player doesn't have any idea of where the enemy is, then use the radar, but unfortunately, it cannot be used to locate the sentries. The sentry gun requires 8 kills and it can be used to kill the enemy's players automatically. It is the real reason why it is deployed. The sentry, which is also known as the turret, is the second ability that can be obtained by the players. This ability will help to create a sentry that is supposed to kill the enemy players within a range automatically. A single player is supposed to have up to a minimum of 10 sentries placed on the map simultaneously. They do not deliberately fire at the enemy sentries that are placed within a range. The sentry should be put in a spot where the attackers cannot kill it from a distance. Place them either in the corner of the maps or at the top of a ramp. Ideally, it can also be placed behind the most unsuspected walls to execute the enemies. Be extra careful not to put them in open places since they can be detected and destroyed easily by the attackers. Sentries are incredibly effective in near shooting upon the enemy players because the rate of snipers' fire is too weak to damage the sentry gun. To unlock the drone, 11 kills are required and it is used to fly above the head of the enemy players. It can also be used to shoot the enemy's players automatically. The drone is the third ability that is supposed to be unlocked with kills. It can be activated by clicking the C keys. The drone floats above the head of the players and it shoots at the enemies that are near or within a range. It can be attacked, destroyed, and killed by enemy players. Still, unfortunately, this is supposed to be very difficult to do because it is relatively more minor in size and moves speedily. The drone can be effectively utilized to finish the sentry guns. Also, drones can kill enemy players within a partitions. It is advised to aim for the players when being overwhelmed by someone with a drone so that the players can end up defeating both the drones and the players, which is pretty cool. However, if you're not able to shoot at the players, then it is recommended to take out the drone. The drone floats right above the head of the players and thus helps to confuse the players and fast kills manipulating the drone. You can also use the drone to generate kills on specific maps in huge numbers. The nuke requires 80 tags or kills to be opened. It is supposed to fall on the map and destroys everyone without the protections of spawn. It also eliminates all the sentries and drones. The nuke is paramount in the FFA game mode. Unfortunately, it is deemed to be of limited use in TDM only because of the protections from Swarm. Most people run crazy over to grab the nuke, and then they use it to launch it as quickly as possible. Even then, the nuke is supposed to be saved and used it when it is most productive. This was all for today's video. See you guys in our next video. Till then, stay tuned.